This is a video I've been very hesitant to make, but the one I'm most excited about making in a long time. You remember Blockbuster? Yeah, neither does anybody else. They were a monster video chain, among the biggest on the planet. On May 23, 2002, Netflix, heard of them? Bet you have, went public. By 2010, Blockbuster was almost $1 billion in debt, and they went bankrupt. So how did a behemoth like Blockbuster go bankrupt? Well, Netflix came along with a better model and disrupted the market, changed everything, and Blockbuster simply didn't adjust in time for the changes that were happening in the world. Here's a fun fact. If you purchased $1,000 in Netflix stock on the date of their IPO, it would be worth $416,000 today. I'll bet you wish you could time travel. Well, the fact of the matter is, you don't have to, because a similar opportunity exists today, right now, in the real estate market. eXp is doing virtually the same thing to the real estate market that Netflix did to the video market, that Amazon did to the general retail market, and that Airbnb is now doing to the hotel and motel industry. Industries change, and if you don't adjust, you're just gonna be out of business. Bummer. Here's why I've been hesitant to make this video. My wife and I were with Keller Williams from day one. We loved Keller Williams. We drank the red Kool-Aid. We bathed in the red Kool-Aid. We went to family reunion. We loved the culture. We loved the people. We loved our office, our brokerage. It was amazing. We never ever thought we would leave Keller Williams. About 3 years ago, some of my friends that switched to eXp started approaching me about joining eXp, and I'm like, dude, no, I'm good. Keller is the place. It's where it's at. I love it. I have no desire to change brokerages. And some of them were a little bit pushy, which was a bit of a turnoff. To me, it felt like eXp was like the Amway of real estate, and I didn't want to be part of that.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
About 10 or 11 months ago, another friend approached us about eXp Realty. He was like, dude, no, I Amway of real estate, no interest. But he was so passionate, so excited, so enthused that I actually let him explain the model to us. And he explained it to us. I was like, okay, that sounds kind of good. I didn't quite get it, but it was good timing because we were considering some changes in our lives, considering leaving California and trying some new things out. And one advantage of eXp is it is one brokerage that is nationwide, actually in several countries right now. So if you move, if we can have actually offices in California and another state and still be part of the same brokerage, the same cap, the same monthly fees, the same everything. So it kind of works if you're thinking about being in multiple states, and we were considering that then. So it was the right time for us to make the change. So we jumped into eXp, not fully understanding it. And now 10 months later, I'm getting a better handle on it. And I'm like super excited about it. Plus, as you can see from here, I am standing in a partially built home that we started building a few months ago here in Grants Pass, Oregon, and we are still doing business in California, and we're probably gonna get licensed here in Oregon. So it's working out pretty great.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
My biggest mistake with eXp is not switching sooner, which is what pretty much everybody says once they join eXp and they see the changes, they see the advantages and the opportunity of the eXp. It's like, dude, I should have done this a year or two ago, but it's not too late. Now is an amazing time to join eXp.
Wait a minute, you ain't heard nothing yet.
And let me give you some of the reasons why eXp may not be for you here in the beginning, and then I'll talk about the reasons that I think eXp is the best brokerage for most real estate agents. So first, why not? eXp is a virtual brokerage. It is in the cloud. It doesn't have brick and mortar offices. So if you need that regular in-person interaction with the agents in your market, and you need to go to that weekly team meeting where the title rep shows up and gives you a 10-minute sales pitch and feeds you a breakfast burrito, eXp may not be for you. There are no burritos in the cloud. There are some eXp teams that have decided to have offices, so in some locations, you might be able to find an office. Another possibility for in-person communication is that eXp has partnered with Regus, which has 1,200 offices around the globe, and the business lounges are free to all eXp agents. You can check their website and see if there's an office in your market, if that's something that matters to you. Another reason that it may not be for you is that it's a cloud-based company. It's a technology-based company. So if you are not super techy, you don't want to learn how to navigate all the technology that eXp offers, it may not be for you. Now let me tell you some of the reasons you may want to consider eXp Realty in no particular order. Number one, it includes KV Core. This is a next gen, next level CRM website with IDX feed and lead generation. With KV Core, you can create landing pages, lead pages. You can generate ads on Facebook and Google. It has a fully integrated IDX feed so clients can see listings in your market. And it has an awesome CRM, so lead nurturing and lead follow-up is a breeze. A comparable state-of-the-art system like this could cost you hundreds, even over $1,000 per month. I'm no gamer, but eXp World is pretty cool. It looks like a video game. It actually looks like this. In this world, everyone designs their own avatar. This is me. If you need support from anyone at eXp, you walk into eXp World and you teleport to whomever you need to see, and you can literally sit down at a desk with them just like this. The other day I had a question from accounting, jumped into the world, teleported to accounting. I took a number, and within about 2 minutes I was teleported into a seat in front of a member of the accounting staff.
Hey Trevor, how are you?
And my questions were quickly answered. Now in this world, you can either type or you can talk, and so it really feels like you're talking with another person. There's no driving to the office, setting an appointment. You just show up, take a number, and within a few minutes, you're gonna have your questions answered. There's support from every department. You can talk to your broker. You can talk to the person that is helping you get onboarded. You can even go to tech support where they can take over your screen on your computer and help you with technology issues. You can meet, hang out with other agents, collaborate with them, share referrals. They even have a few fun things like taking a speedboat to a pirate ship. Oh, and most importantly, you can also dance, because in real life, I can't. Possibly the best thing about eXp World is the training. You get over 50 hours of live training every single week from some of the top realtors and top trainers and coaches in the world. At your local office, you'll sometimes get somebody good in there, but often you'll get the dude that did 2 transactions last year and is working on his self-esteem, and they let him teach a class. That doesn't happen here at eXp World. Plus, you can go in your pajamas because it's virtual. They've got auditoriums and classrooms. You can interact, raise your hand, ask questions. It's like you're there. You like Facebook? Well, eXp has Workplace by Facebook, which is Facebook for eXp Realtors. It's got the same features that Facebook has, but it's limited to eXp agents. In there, you can collaborate with other agents. You can reach anyone in the whole company via direct message. In fact, I did that during the onboarding process. I just went into Workplace and I sent a direct message to the onboarding agent, and she was right there and helped me out. It was amazing, and it was instant. There's tons of different groups. You can collaborate with people that are into the same things you are, the same way of prospecting or lead generating or social media or video or local groups or groups for your state. There are so many places you can interact with people and collaborate and share referrals. It's pretty awesome. One of the biggest advantages of eXp Realty is the fact that it is a virtual brokerage. It is in the cloud. It is therefore always open. As I make this video, it's 2020. It's like the apocalypse. We've got COVID-19, we've got crazy elections, we've got riots. I'm in Oregon right now, and half the state almost burned down last week. All of this stuff happening, and guess what? eXp is still open, it's still holding classes, it's business as usual. It's not impacted by a lot of the things that would impact a traditional brick and mortar real estate brokerage.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
With all this COVID-19 stuff, you may have noticed that a lot of other companies are going virtual as well, like Twitter. It's a huge thing. This is the next level. This is where things are going. This is the future, and it's right now. The other huge advantage to being a virtual brokerage is there are no brick and mortar offices. That means much lower overhead, and that means eXp can share more of its revenue with the agents, you and me. As I mentioned earlier in this video, eXp is one brokerage. There's no franchises, no franchise fees, no money to spend on that. And because of that, I can be licensed in 2 states and only have to pay commission splits and other fees to one brokerage instead of 2. Another thing eXp offers to its agents is affordable healthcare. Healthcare can be crazy expensive right now. They have options that are about half what you would normally pay. If you're an eXp agent and didn't even know this, I've actually shared the contact information for the person I spoke to about healthcare. She's super helpful. You probably want to hit her up. Let's talk about fees and commission splits. At Keller Williams, I was paying $24,000 in commission splits plus $3,000 in royalty fees, so basically a $27,000 cap. At eXp Realty, everybody is on an 80-20 split and everybody pays a $16,000 cap. After you cap, you do pay a $250 fee per transaction, as well as a $25 broker review fee and a $40 risk management fee. But If you sell 20 more homes after you cap, you can get your entire $16,000 back in the form of company stock. Who else does that? eXp offers a path to retirement. When most real estate agents stop selling houses, they stop eating. The retirement plan for most real estate agents is literally die.
Oh, that's bad.
But you want to retire before that, don't you? So here's what you can do at eXp. Number one, you have revenue share. This is different than profit share. At Keller Williams, you have profit share. So if your office is profitable and you have downlines, you can make money from them up to, I believe, 7 layers deep. At eXp, you have revenue share. So you get a percentage of the commission right off the top. If you sponsor an agent into eXp, for every transaction they make until they cap, you will get 3.5% of the total commission. That doesn't come from the agent that sponsored you, that comes from eXp. This means for every agent you sponsor that caps, you have the potential to earn $2,800. This goes 7 layers deep and the percentages change, and at level 2 you actually get a higher percentage, and at level 7 you get the highest percentage. You can make up to $4,000 per agent you sponsor 7 levels below you. The information I share in this video is no guarantee of what you can expect to earn at eXp. Your success depends entirely on your efforts and consistency. Let me address the elephant in the room. A lot of people hate that about eXp, the fact that you can recruit people and make more money. But dude, every brokerage on the planet is built on the model that it needs to recruit more agents to make more money.
You can't handle the truth.
Except in a traditional brokerage, you hire somebody as a recruiter, and that's their full-time job, to hit up every agent in the entire market and try to bring them onto their brokerage. In this industry, we recruit people. The difference is that at eXp, we don't have to hire recruiters. The agents are so excited about the company that they just
I'm so excited!
share what they know with other agents and other people that might want to be real estate agents. And if they want to join, great. If not, that's fine. You can have a very successful career at eXp without recruiting anyone, but it's so exciting you probably are going to want to. The other piece of that retirement pie is the ability to acquire eXp stock. Now, I have not been really paying attention to what's happening to ours. It was just kind of happening in the background. And the other day, I finally figured out how to look at our stock. And I looked and we had $32,000 in stock after 9 months with eXp. Like, that's pretty cool. Let me quickly tell you the 6 ways you can acquire eXp stock. Number 1, when you close your transaction, they give you some stock. Number 2, when you cap, they give you some more stock. Number 3, when someone you sponsor does their first transaction, they give you some more stock. Number 4, after you cap and then sell 20 more homes, they give you your $16,000 in commission back in the form of stock. Number 5, you can enroll to have 5% of your commission from every transaction go to purchase stock at a 10% discount. Whoa, why wouldn't you do that? Number 6, you can buy stock on the open market like everybody else. This is stock, so there's no guarantee of what it's going to be worth when you retire or when you need it or what the rate of return is going to be. But think about Blockbuster and... Is eXp a good fit for new agents? Well, it certainly can be. Training, we've got that 100% covered. We talked about that. A lot of people want somebody to hold their hand through their first transactions. So if you are a new agent or haven't met a certain production quota in the past, eXp will sign you a mentor. This isn't your sponsor. If you signed up under me, I'd be your sponsor, but I would not be your mentor. Your mentor is somebody in your local market that is familiar with the market and the contracts and everything is happening where you are, and they can help walk you through those first transactions. They'll get a portion of your commission, but believe me, it is very worth it. So yes, eXp can be an amazing place for a brand new agent or someone that's relatively new in the real estate industry.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Why did Leela and I switch to eXp ultimately? In a word, opportunity. No other brokerage offers the opportunities that eXp offers to its agents. No other brokerage is as agent-centric as eXp. The opportunities are so huge at eXp that there are mega agents with their own brokerages that have switched to eXp. There are OPs with Keller Williams offices that have switched to eXp. It's one of those things that if you don't do it now, you can look back in 10 years and go, dang, I wish I would have switched to eXp. Right now, we have over 30,000 agents at eXp, and I believe it is the fastest growing brokerage in the entire country. If you take an oversimplified view of a real estate brokerage, it does kind of three things. It recruits, it trains, and it keeps you from getting sued. eXp takes care of those last two for you. So you can basically create your own international brokerage if you want. All you have to do is share this video with other agents that you think might be interested, and boom, it can happen pretty organically. You don't have to be that pushy sales guy at all. Who you align yourself with in business and personally matters a lot. Everybody knows that Jim Rohn quote, 5 people you hang out with most.